All these diamonds in my chains got me dancing around this bitch. I'm Martin Luther King, black diamonds on my wrist. Put Giuseppe's on my kids, put Sugar Coco on my bitch. Put that fofo on the squid, then you pop that dip. I been in the trenches, they tried to be specific. I fell in love my bitches, they sold them for some riches. This money be my missus, drive me crazy, I need reeling. I told them I'm so slimy, I'm so shady, I admit it, yeah. Slack like the shoot, slack like the murk. 21 gun salute, drilling, put in the word. Cut his tonsils out, woo, said it hurt. Keep a new fofo, yeah, let it burst. Pockets honey kettle, keep on pedal. Get my own cheddar. All right.
So this is episode 16 of the Roadie Rumble podcast. I'm Adam Bernstein. Today I'm joined by Ishmael El Amin. Ish is a grad transfer from Ball State in the MAC conference. He's a two-time All-MAC player. He's also the son of Khalid El Amin, who's most famous for being a part of the 1999 UConn Huskies team that won the national championship, made a run against the Duke Blue Devils. He will be joining Coach Cox on the University of Rhode Island in the fall. How are we doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. First question I have for you is, what motivates you, or what is your why? Where's your motivation stem from?
My family. I'm the oldest of six. So my siblings keep me going. Just to be the best positive figure and image I can be towards them. Somebody they can always look up to, and somebody they can always, if they have any questions or anything like that, there's someone they can always reach out to, and I'm always going to be there for them. As well as my mom, just how hard of a worker she is, and everything that she's sacrificed for me and my siblings. So just taking the game of basketball is something I plan to do to take care of my family and just so we are able to live.
For sure. We can start with how excited you are about joining URI, and just getting to the state of Rhode Island in general. Have you visited the campus, and what are you most excited about coming here?
No, I haven't. I haven't visited yet. So my first time getting out there. Will be my first time in Rhode Island. Actually, in a long time. But I'm super excited. I'm ready to meet the guys and get out there with coaching them and just get ready to get in the gym and start working and get ready for the season coming up. Other than that, that's about it.
Yeah, I can tell you, the Ryan Center does get pretty energetic and loud. I'm only a sophomore, but last year as a freshman, we beat Providence and Alabama. There's a couple other big games, and the student section, the Roadie Ruckus, it's pretty hyped after some of the big plays. So definitely energizes the players, and I think you'll really feel comfortable there, and it'll be a good fit. So, but staying on that topic, what went into the decision to take the fifth year, the graduate year, and to do it here at the University of Rhode Island?
Yeah. So at first, of course, or right when my season ended at Ball State, I was kind of on the, I didn't know if I was going to stay in school or if I was going to go turn pro, and start my professional career. So it kind of, I was more in the realms of, turning pro just because I've been through 4 years of college, and, I was ready for a different feel. But, I got some talk with my dad, talk with my mentors, and, we thought it was best for me just to put my name in the transfer portal just to see, what's out there, if there's any better opportunities for me, just to stay in school and get one more year of exposure underneath my belt. And Coach Cox and Coach Carroll, they were the first to jump at me and first to, reach out, and we're on, we were talking every day, just the constant communication, and just we were, I'm a big relationship guy, so me being able to feel the want, their want for me, and they put their time and I was the guy that they wanted, and I could feel that. And so from there on, it was just I kept developing a relationship, and then sooner than later, it was just I was comfortable without getting to the campus and stuff like that. They made me feel comfortable. They made me feel like I was just that piece that they needed, and that's what I wanted to feel like.
Yeah, that's great. I definitely think that it was probably a lot harder entering your name into the transfer portal with COVID, as you mentioned, and like not being able to actually go and visit the campuses. Did you have a lot of offers on the table, or was it always kind of URI?
Um, no, I didn't have a lot of offers on the table. I was in contact with URI and University of Minnesota, uh, and those was really the only two schools that I was entertaining. But I mean, like I said, it came down to Rhode Island, and I'm very happy with my decision. Like I said, I can't wait to get out there.
For sure. You looking forward to anything aside from just the school itself, but about the state of Rhode Island? I mean, I can
Yeah,
tell you the beaches are great here.
yeah, yeah.
It's definitely scenic.
I've done a little little history, I guess history you can say on Rhode Island. But no, I definitely see that the beaches are definitely look like they're well scenic, like you said.
Mm.
And just I'm just excited to, like I said, be in a different atmosphere. I'm gonna be on the East Coast. Excited about that. I was born in Connecticut when my dad was at UConn, so it feels a little bit like I'm coming back home to the East Coast. So I'm excited about that. Um, I'm just and as much as I'm excited, I'm really just I'm ready to be my teammates, see them in person, and just ready to start getting to work because this college basketball is a grind for sure. And,
Have you have you had any relationship with any of the players or any of the coaches prior to your decision, or is this kind of just the start of?
no, actually, no, I have none with either of the players.
Mm.
None of the players didn't know any of the coaches, so it just was like I was saying when they were recruiting me, and it just how comfortable I felt and how comfortable they made things feel was made it just easier for my decision. But no, I haven't. I don't know any guys, but I've since I've committed, of course, guys have reached out to me, and I've reached out to guys. Started to follow each other on social media and stuff like that. But we just said what's up, introduced ourselves. You know, but other than that, it's just been like I said, ready to get out there so we can meet in person.
Got you. Yeah, I think definitely when things are better and next season, I hope is more, um, uh, normal. Now that everyone's more fully vaccinated and stuff like that. But going back to this past season, just your career at Ball State, I see that your junior year you started all 31 games. It was kind of the turnaround statistically of your career for Ball State Cardinals. What made that season so special for you? Sorry about that. What made that season so special for you at Ball State, and then obviously going on your senior year?
I think the biggest thing my junior year was just the transformation of my body. I lost some weight. I got a little more. How can I say it? I would say I lost body fat, which put me in a better position to be successful, and just for my game and just for my all around improvement. And from there on, and just the work that I put in that before that season, I knew that the year before we were losing players, and we were gonna need guys to step up. My junior year, and I was just confident, the work that I put in prior to the season, and it showed itself throughout the year of just the testament to all the work that I put in and everything that I was trying to accomplish that season. Of course, with COVID, we couldn't play in a conference tournament, and with that team, we felt like if we were probably one of the best teams in the MAC, we probably had a great chance of winning the MAC my junior year. But that's never here or there. COVID happened, of course. So, and then it's my senior year. I think I was able to just back up what I did my junior year, but also I was on a different pedestal with a different group of guys. COVID, a lot of things, went into place, injuries and stuff like that. So we didn't have the best year. But I mean, I'm grateful for my years there, of course, and I'm excited for my one more.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to you joining the team. We had a similar season last year, or this past year. So last year, my freshman year, we were pretty solid. We finished, I think, second or third in the Atlantic 10, and then this past year with injuries and again with COVID, Kind of leads into my next question. So following your junior year, COVID hits that spring, summer. How did that affect your training going into your senior year?
Yeah, it affected it in a way that like we weren't able to get into our facilities more so like I wasn't able to get into the weight room and we weren't doing a lot of weight training in the beginning of the summer or really throughout this whole summer until about the fall time when we got our COVID-19 restrictions and stuff like that, everything their routine and stuff, how we were gonna go throughout the year. Once we got that in place, then that's when we were able to use the facilities. But that wasn't until like right before the school year started. So the whole summer I was just getting cardio and playing basketball, playing pickup at the park in Muncie. And was seeing every day, every other day. We were outside getting it in. Me, my other teammates on Ball State, and just kids from the school and just that live around the area. It was actually, man, it turned out to be great runs, and it just turned into unfortunately just with COVID and everything, of course, in the back of our heads, we're just able to feel like we had an outlet, just to go hoop and be outside and not have to worry about all the other things that was going on with the pandemic and stuff like that. So just being able to get on a hoop was a great feeling. And but I mean, other than that, it was just cardio, really, just staying in shape, cardio, which made it easier when we got back into the weight room and got back onto the court. I kind of felt I already had my win. So from there was just, add muscle and, of course, other little things and just keep inching at the bit, getting better at little things in my game.
I imagine it was a lot of Zoom workouts too over the summer, stuff like that.
Yeah, there was a couple. I wasn't too. There were Zoom workouts were kind of like, feel like we were being babysat. Kind of like I don't need to have guys look over us at the computer. So, but I mean, it is what it was though.
Got you. So I've interviewed a couple of former URI players. I haven't really interviewed anyone currently on the team. Or anyone that really just played in the NCAA or college basketball last season. But this past season, you started 23 games, averaged 16.2, shot 40 from the field. Walk me through that experience, being able to perform at having one of your best years at the collegiate level, but also trying to do it through a pandemic season. I take it there really wasn't fans in the arena at any of the Ball State games. And I'm sure, wearing masks and stuff like that definitely affected how the season went. You talked a little bit about it, but what was that whole experience like? You were able to do so well and succeed, but also just through all of this,
It tested your mental focus and your mental toughness to a different level for sure. Just with everything, because there's so much uncertainty with COVID tests, and if somebody has a negative test, and like who's going to be out for practice that day, or how many days are they out now? Was it a real positive? Like it was just so many different. There's just so many different outcomes that could happen each day. Like every day is a new day. Like it's not going to be the same as the day before. Like yesterday we might have had 10 for practice. Today we might go into practice with 6, and like coaches are going to be in the practice. That's how the year went. And if you weren't able to be mentally tough and, like little disturbances we had throughout the year, you weren't able to get through it and you let your mind wander, the year took you for a whirlwind for sure. Personally, I feel like you said, one of my best career or season performances throughout the whole year. I think it was, again, just a testament to the work that I put in, but also I just knew that I was gonna have to be one of those guys that was gonna have to score the basketball. We were losing Tajay Teague and Kyle Mowers from my junior year team, who were both about, I think they were double-digit scorers. Maybe Kyle was like at 9. So but that's a lot of points. And I knew that we were going to need to make those points up, and so I didn't do anything different than I was before. had the ball in my hands a little bit more. We didn't have our point guard, Jerron Coleman, for about like the majority of the season, for like the last month and a half. We didn't have him. So I was able to have the ball in my hand and showcase my game, being a point guard and stuff like that. And I think it was just it kind of worked itself out in a way to, I got to play the one again, and get back and comfortable in that mode, and I got to just be the all around playmaker and all around guy for my team, and I felt like I was able to do that. Of course, we wanted more wins. Of course, we wanted to get deeper into the tournament and make it to the NCAA tournament, but you know how the game of basketball goes, and then it's ups and downs. So just grateful for the year. Grateful I was just able to play and get through the year with no COVID positive tests or anything like that. Didn't have to do any quarantine, no 14-day quarantines. So just grateful I was able to get through that without none of that, and just get through the year and have the year that I did have, and just able to back up my junior year and showcase that. It wasn't just a 1 year thing, or it wasn't just a one time all around year for me, that I can produce at this level every night. And it's just basketball is just a part of me, and it's something that is engraved and I've been doing for a long time.
Yeah, that takes me into my next question. You're originally from Minnesota. I know your father was a big basketball player for UConn. Obviously, how 1999 season went. For him, for that team, it was incredible. I was watching the highlights of that actually on YouTube. I do a lot of basketball research, college basketball, but that takes me into this question: was it always basketball for you growing up, or were you kind of attracted to other sports, or was he just such a big mentor on you, or were there other big mentors in your life that kind of swayed you towards basketball?
Yeah, so I mean, fresh out the womb, basketball was what I was drawn to always, all my first love for sure, no doubt. But I played football third through freshman year. Loved it. I probably should have played throughout high school. My mom wanted me to do cross country, just for my cardio and stuff like that. But I wasn't able to get into it just because by the time she had spoke on, I was a senior and I wasn't gonna do all that. But no, so definitely play basketball and football. But like basketball definitely just took over for me, just because it was more of I just felt my focus was just more so towards basketball. Football was just something that I liked it, but it wasn't something that I loved though. So
would you say your father, I know you kind of kind of mimic a lot of his moves and things that he did in your game. Obviously you do your own thing, both different players, both different individuals, but would you say he was your main mentor in getting into basketball and then pursuing your career in basketball, or did you have other mentors along the way that kind of helped you get to where you are now?
So for me growing up, like my dad was still playing professionally. So 9 months throughout the year, my dad, he wasn't around. He was overseas hooping. So a lot of it was my mom, like I mentioned earlier, just getting me to the gym, getting me to practice, getting me to my games, just getting me to work out, stuff like that, setting up workouts with different coaches. And then also like you said, just other mentors, other basketball players. And growing up, Chris Paul was my favorite player growing up. So just the love that I have for the game really just is what kept me going, and what like I wanted to, like I was gonna make my life out of this. Like this is gonna be my living. Is playing this game, and that's still my word. It's still definitely what I plan to do with my life after after my next year, after my 1 year here at URI. So just a heads down grind really. There's never been anything else that has swerved me off this lane to pursue anything else. It's just always been basketball.
I get that. Yeah, it's definitely having it in the family and then being able to kind of make your own name for yourself, and going to Ball State and now going to URI and being able to have such a long collegiate career as you had, and now taking that further, whether it's playing overseas or playing professionally, hopefully. But going back real quick to your decision to transfer, just for you, what do you think you can bring to this Rams roster, to this team, for any people listening, for any fans listening, or just anyone really, tell us or tell Rhody fans, why we should be excited about you. I know I certainly am. I've definitely done my research on this upcoming team. I'm a sports media major, so I kind of do this kind of thing. But tell other people, tell us why we should be excited about you and what you really can bring to this upcoming roster.
Definitely. Well, one, experience for sure. Definitely just having 4 years of college underneath my belt, but just also I'm just knowing the game, knowing how, basketball is a game and run. So understanding that, I'm a team guy for sure. I love seeing my teammates succeed. I love putting them in positions to be successful. But also, I'm definitely a basket getter. I definitely can go get a bucket whenever I want to. Not shy of swaying away from the moment. Love when the cameras are on. Love when the big lights are on. Very passionate. In games, you guys are definitely going to see me. You'll see for yourself, but just my energy and just what I bring to the table every day, every game, it's 110%. I'm never going to get anything less from me. A straight winner. I hate to lose, so like I said, you're always going to get the best out of me every night. And even if I'm not my best, I'm going to do other things that are going to help bring my game, help bring my teammates with us, and at the end of the day, it's all about winning, man. So that's all I'm about.
I can tell you definitely have a lot of adrenaline flowing when you take the court, and that you definitely push others, like you said, on the team. Whether you're not performing to the best of your ability that night, you're definitely going to push other guys, which I think was one of our biggest problems, to be honest, last year. From what I watched, we had a lot of incoming transfers, so it was a lot of new guys all on one team, and chemistry just wasn't there. But I think this year's gonna be a lot better. And I think, again, from seeing what you've done, from highlights and stuff, I reached out to you because I knew you're definitely gonna make an impact on this team, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, a couple more questions for you, like 3 or 4. This one is, what advice would you give to just basketball players or athletes just looking to play at the collegiate level? Or professional or anything like that?
My advice would be stay with it, stick it out. This is a long, but one it's a long season, but it's just it's something that you're not going to be able to just wake up and do. You're going to have to put the work in and put the time in. A lot of I feel as if, like I said, if you put the work in and you put the time and you are dedicated and everything that your energy towards what you want from this game, and from your university, from your whatever, you put that energy into something, you're gonna get it out. So just staying committed, staying focused. Don't let peers or people who have never been in your shoes or never been in the shoes of a college athlete tell you otherwise, that you can't. It's all about the work that you put in, and if you put the work in, it's gonna come back to you twofold.
For sure. For you personally, what is your biggest goal this season as a team, just in general in your career for URI, and then following graduation or your time here at URI, what are your plans after that? What's your end goal, I should say?
For sure. So I'll start with my personal goals. Just for my year here at URI, I haven't won a conference championship, and so I want to win an A-10 championship. Haven't won one, didn't win a MAC one, so A-10 now. So now that's the first one. That's the first goal. And also, I came to Rhode Island because just the roster that was already had, and with coach being at the helm, like I don't see us not. I see us being an NCAA tournament team. I see us getting an A-10 bid. So just another goal, NCAA tournament. Being able to just play on that platform and being able to, just I guess really just getting there. Just being able to get there. Once you're there, anything can happen. So just being able to, experience that is definitely a goal. And then team. Those two, personal and team for me. I'm sure the team are going to say those are two goals we want as well. But those go on my personal list as well, just because I only have 1 year. So a lot like my energy, I'm going to give more to that. If I keep staying personal goals, I just want to come in and don't do anything I haven't been doing. I don't want to come in and be extra and go and try to be a player that I'm not. Just continue to be myself, continue to be the best basketball player that I can be, and just keep holding in and keep adding to my list of skills.
Yeah, and then for after your time here, what is your end goal? Do you want to continue to play basketball, take an opportunity overseas, potentially maybe getting professional? What is your goal for that?
Definitely want to keep playing. So just not playing is not something that I see after my my year. But I think it all depends on how the year goes for me. If I feel as if I come in and I do the things that I know I can do, and I feel like if we have the year that I think we should have, I think we're gonna have, and everything works itself out. I feel like I'm definitely a top 60 player in college basketball, and that definitely can play, that can get into the NBA and definitely have a career there. But if an opportunity comes where I have to go overseas first, and and play overseas and then make my way to the league, then that's the plan. But the end goal has always been to play in the NBA. And that won't change.
Absolutely. Going back to what you said about winning conference championship, my dad went to Rice. I've always been following. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, but I've always been following the program and basketball team. But we haven't won a conference tournament or the conference itself since 2018 and 2019. So it'll be good to see it at least once while I'm here, actually as a student. And then I've seen what you can do, and I think Rhode Island fans and Rhodey fans in general are going to be able to see that next year. Hopefully we get everyone in the arena this year. I had a couple broadcasts this year, but it was still upsetting seeing an empty Ryan Center. But I definitely think that, the potential is there with this team, and I think adding a huge asset like you is going to help. The last question I have is just, what has been your best memory or story you can share from your playing career, and then I guess just any last things for Rhode Island fans or just for this upcoming season?
Any memories?
Or like a best memory or best story you have from Ball State, or just anything in general.
I'll say that when I got two. My first one would be our foreign trip we got to take to Costa Rica over the summer, before my junior year. Was just a different experience to be for everybody on the team. Personally, I've been blessed to be able to been overseas before while my dad was playing professionally. So I've lived overseas for 3 years, and have experienced professional basketball overseas with my dad. So just being able to be in a different country with my teammates and have that experience with them, knowing that some of them may have never been out the country or have never played against a different team from a foreign country. So being able to have that week out there with them and just have the moments and the experience that we did have. And then I think Also, one of my favorite memories at Ball State was also my junior year, just my walk-off three I hit against Northern Illinois. It's probably one of my best, probably one of my top 3 games that I played in Worthen Arena. Just my overall performance on the defensive end and on the offensive end, just being able to close them guys out and, you know, get us a win. And just what the record we were at in the conference at the time, the whole thing about that game and the conference and all the standing and stuff like that, everything that was meant in the game. I just was able to provide that spark for us that night and, you know, put the game away for us and get us a W. And so just that night, you know, just holds a little more weight for me.
For sure. And I mean, that's all I have for you, but do you have any last things just for anyone listening or anything like that?
Do I have anything?
Anything for the Rhody fans? No. We're looking for a hype year this year, so I think it'll be a lot better.
It's Rhody fans. It's gonna be a great year, man. Just I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to get out there with my teammates and just actually get working out and, you know, get a feel for everybody. But I'm expecting a great year. Like I said, I don't see us losing much, man. This you guys, the team has the roster already before I'm even added to the roster, is bringing everybody back. You got Shep still there. You got Ishmael Leggett on the team. Like, you got, like, it's already. I just feel like I said, I just feel like it was just a blessing and surprise, just being able to come in and just with the opportunity that was granted to me. You know, just be able to come in and be with those guys and just produce every night with them. And, you know, like I said, we definitely we want that A10. We want to get that bid. So that's our goal.
Absolutely. I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope we can stay in touch. And I wish you the best season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Definitely be rooting for you.
Appreciate it.
See you at some games. Peace.
In your city, looking for it, moving cognito. Jeffrey with me, now we got it running back to bro. She thinking Villa, I was thinking 2 weeks on the boat. Got bunnies with ya, my dog's a jackalope, hop on, let's go. Feeling like you have no, my hoes came together. Not a Gina, it's Martin Nicoretta at the Coachella.